Are you sick of your 9 to 5 job? Of the idea that you have to restrain yourself to it for most of your life? Have you been pondering whether to hop on to a side hustle and start working a little on something you're passionate about? Well, I'm here to tell you, you absolutely should. Transition from a dead-end job to a purposeful, thriving career. I'm Samya, founder of Unwind the Grind and your career change coach with, is it 14 now? 14 years of leadership, coaching, and marketing expertise globally, helping you navigate all things careers. In this video, you're going to get insights on why gig economy is the future of work, how you have what it takes to be part of it, and finally, some concrete, practical ideas to get you started. The gig economy is taking over, and the prediction is that it will be the norm pretty soon. Powered by tech, e-commerce boom, and extreme accessibility provided by online platforms such as Fiverr, Amazon, eBay, Upwork, all social media platforms, Facebook Marketplace, it has made it really easy to get your own gig or multiple side hustles going without too much investment. From tutoring to selling homemade food to starting an antiques restoration blog and still make some money off of it, when it comes to opportunities in the gig economy, sky's the limit. You can make a career out of virtually anything, even pimple popping, as long as you're truly passionate about it and give it your all, of course. This leads us to the fact that this attraction to the gig economy is not just driven by financial motives. Even though side hustles and passive income streams are a great way to keep your bank account healthy, it seems the main attraction is fluidity and room for experimentation in things you're truly passionate about without having to go broke. Unlike a rigid corporate job, you get to explore multiple options, both in terms of how you want to work, so your working hours, payment model, work routine, deadlines, and what you want to do. You have a lot more flexibility in terms of taking risks to trying out new things. This is a huge plus point for millennials and Gen Zs because this model of work doesn't have all the traditional strings attached, which keep you bound to one field or even one function, limiting your potential. For example, using social media as an advertisement and feedback tool to sell your art has removed so many of the traditional barriers in this field. It's easier to reach interested people without investing much of your time if you're serving a niche and get instant feedback, giving you the opportunity to understand your target audience more quickly, helping you improve your product if you're serving a larger audience. For a young artist, platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook are literally their art galleries. Essentially, you now have the ability to create a viable career for yourself out of your passion for art. It doesn't just have to be a daydream that keeps distracting you at your 9 to 5 job. On top of having more freedom in terms of what you do, there's also the fluidity from one field to another. Pivoting is the game now, constantly learning and discovering more options to invest your time and effort into, improvising and reiterating as you receive real-time feedback and results instead of staying stuck. Why limit yourself inside a box and focus on just one thing in your career for years on end, when you can practically do so much more to acquire new skill sets, learn, grow, expand, and try what floats your boat? By the way, I've got a whole playlist sorted on my YouTube channel if you want to take a deep dive into discovering your why, in other words, your passion and career purpose. Do check it out in the description box below. Now, the forecast is that the average Gen Z will have 17 different jobs across at least 5 different industries in their lifetimes. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because you are conditioned to thinking about jobs the traditional linear way, where you get one good job and slowly climb up the ladder, only ever hopping for a more monetarily lucrative offer, otherwise just slaving away till the day you retire. But this mindset is changing rapidly. More and more young people are now working to create jobs instead of finding them. By 2050, around 50% of all jobs will pertain to the gig economy, as companies look to cut costs that come with hiring full-time employees, and as more and more people look to create agile careers that don't involve the traditional 9-to-5 grind. We can see this change underway already as the demand for freelancers or temporary and contractual staff increases. It seems that the benefit of job security has been outweighed by the demand for flexibility. People are now looking to diversify their skills in different areas and work in multiple industries instead of spending decades chained to the same job, work routine, and co-workers. So not only is the gig economy lucrative to employees, but also to employers. Just like you as a worker have to give up flexibility and agility to work in a traditional job setup, companies have to incur a lot of extra costs like lengthy recruitment processes, training and staffing costs. So hiring contractual staff helps cut a lot of these costs for the employers as well. Whether you're looking to indulge in what makes your heart sing, not be the broke student this month, looking to polish your skills while making some cash to later invest in your dream gig, or just looking to diversify your experience and broaden your horizons outside the confines of a strictly traditional corporate job, now is the time to get on the side hustle train. Let's get into some of the highest rewarding side hustle ideas this year. 1. Buying and selling products online. This first one is for thrifty people who love shopping. Flipping products that you find in clearance sales at big retailers like Walmart and reselling them with a handsome markup on sites like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. The latter doesn't even have a ton of service costs and lets you sell more easily, especially within your locality. Other than just clearance items, you can also restore or upgrade items like furniture pieces and then sell them online. If you love being crafty and doing hands-on work, this is a great option that pays well too. What I love most about this side hustle is the bit about going product hunting. As the world slowly opens up after an entire year, spending some time walking around malls and bazaars looking for good bargains sounds pretty fun. Especially when you're going to get good deals on the other side while selling these items as well. Now don't get me wrong, even if you're not fond of going on physical shopping sprees, you can still effectively do this side hustle from your home, as most big retailers have online stores and put up sales on those stores, sometimes even exclusively. All in all, this is a great option to look into, especially if you have a knack of spotting good value for money deals or adding your own DIY touch to simple products and transforming them creatively. 2. Get onto Fiverr or Upwork. Now, whether you're into copywriting, coding, digital marketing, blog writing, graphic designing, branding, calligraphy, speaking, coaching, you can offer your services on Fiverr or Upwork. The beauty of this open marketplace is that it's a win-win for people looking to hire freelancers with expertise on a budget, as well as for you as a freelancer to pitch yourself, get solid ratings and reviews. Use your experience to build your portfolio, improve your quality over time, all the while making a name for yourself in the industry. The platforms are extremely user-friendly, global, ensuring ease of payment as well as communication with clients. 3 is to become a VA, a virtual assistant. This next side hustle idea is for anyone that has good communication skills, is an efficient planner and organizer, and that is the role of virtual assistants. Companies around the globe and even individual influencers, both big and small, are increasingly hiring online assistants, as most of the work designated to this role has already shifted online. From maintaining logs and files to scheduling to doing research work, it's all online. In the wake of the pandemic, even more functions of a traditional office have shifted online, such as meetings. And given how cost-effective these online alternatives are, it's pretty certain that most companies won't look back. 4. Try out social media management. Never-ending demand for digital marketing and particularly social media management. All small-scale businesses, B2B or B2C, are leveraging social media to reach their target audience, engage with them, strengthen their brand image, keep on top of consumer trends, and be more relatable to the average consumer in order to translate more of the online traffic into tangible sales for their business. A good starting point is to work out which stream of social media management you want to work in, because there's a lot to choose from. If you're someone who's into analysis and numbers, you can take courses on performance marketing and run paid social ads, which is an extremely in-demand skill at the moment. If you love to write, you can look into copywriting and plan social media content strategy, calendar, and posts for businesses that inspire you. Marie Forleo is my absolute favorite in this space. Check out her content online if you're keen on learning more about copywriting. If you love to design and be creative visually, there's so much you can do, from designing social media posts to branding for small businesses, designing websites, portfolios, marketing material. Get crafty with tools like Canva, Later, Photoshop, and Adobe Spark. Self-learning is the way to go. There are tons of YouTube tutorials on each for you to teach yourself these skills and add a lot more value to your service. It's great to have some video editing skills handy too, as video is one of the most impactful mediums for sharing content on social media. With an iPhone, the built-in iMovie tool is fantastic for basic editing. Some other tools I've found useful are InShot and Adobe Premiere Rush. In the same way, there are plenty of tools for scheduling posts, reposting, learning about algorithms across these various social media platforms. You get it, sky's the limit. 5. Become a tutor. I'm going to talk about a side hustle that has always existed but has definitely evolved and has a pretty high demand at the moment, and that is tutoring. We're all familiar with the mechanics of this field. It's literally as old as time, but what's changed is that your audience is now not limited to people in your school, your area, or even your country. Online tuitions are very much a norm now across the globe. People are connected via the internet as students and teachers, and not only do you have a larger audience to cater to, but your audience also now pays in different currencies, making this a more profitable venture. The pandemic has truly disrupted traditional education. It has increased the demand for delivering education online in an unconventional, engaging, and interactive way, and making more room for students seeking additional help and dedicated one-to-one attention and support. I'd encourage you to look up reliable Facebook groups that connect you to interested students, or look up platforms such as mytutor.com or noonacademy.com, which are just two of the countless options available. 6. Explore dropshipping. Last but definitely not the least, let's take a look at dropshipping. Dropshipping is an innovation in the online marketplace that has changed profit-making dynamics drastically. If you've been wanting to open an e-commerce store but didn't have the capacity to deal with inventory issues, this is your solution. Dropshipping basically makes you the bridge or the middleman between the consumer and the supplier. You have a catalog of products in your store but don't have to store inventory. You send the order you receive to the supplier, who then directly ships it to the consumer. This is definitely something worth putting the effort into and learning about. There are countless resources available online, from YouTube videos to paid courses where you can learn about how to set up and run a dropshipping business. Again, Facebook, Telegram, and Slack groups are a great place to exchange knowledge about any issues you might face, so make sure to join a credible one. There you go. Breaking out of the 9-to-5 grind is easier than ever before thanks to technology. And this is a revolution you definitely want to be a part of. So don't sit it out while slogging away in jobs that offer you very little in terms of growth and learning. Get out there, explore, and build your career yourself. Always starting with your big why, your gifts, passion, and values, as that is the only lasting, sustainable way to grow, succeed, and be happy while doing it. For more ideas and career tips, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, where you get a little boost every day.